Morning to all of you. In the last class, we have covered the necessity of business and business as an economic activity. Now, this part of the chapter is related to objectives of business. Like we are going through nature and objectives of business. So, the last part of the chapter is related to objectives of business. For the study purpose, we have segregated the objectives of business in four parts. That is, we will study economic objective in one section, then we will go through social objectives of business, then human objectives of business, like how the business has affected the lives of human beings, then we will go through overall objectives, that is national objectives of business. So, one by one, we are going through. The first part is economic objectives. Everyone knows the business is basically an economic activity. So, the main and primary objective of business is to earn the money, and it is economic in nature. So, the main economic objectives we can divide in many parts. Like the first objective of business in economic objectives is earning profit. Everyone, whosoever is doing business in the world, is doing the business for earning profit, because profit is the lifeblood or the main part of the business. Without profit, no business can sustain. If you have had backup of amount, backup of money, and started any business in this year, then maybe this year you suffer losses or not. If there is BEP in your business, break even point, where there is no profit and loss, then you can sustain this year, or maybe next year you can sustain. But from the third year, fourth year, if you will not gain any profit, then ultimately you will have to shut down your business. So the main motive of the business, objective of business, is earning profit. Then the next economic motive, economic objective of business, we can consider as creating the customers. Everyone knows nowadays the business is the number game. The many customers you will have, the more profit you will earn. Because in nowadays competitive era, this is the competitive era. If you will take the margin, more margin, that is even 1 paisa more than others, then your customer will be switching to the others. So ultimately you have to charge less, you have to take less profit, and by taking less profit, how your turnover will be increased? If more and more customers will be there in the business. So if you are creating the customers every day, then ultimately your profit will be increasing. So this is also the objective. Every businessman nowadays is thinking about creating new customers. Then the third economic objective of business is innovations. You know what innovations means? Innovation means seeking, searching, creating new things in the society, in the marketplace, so that public can purchase, public may attract to your customers. Because innovation means when you are giving any new technology. In case of clothings, if you are updating yourself with the fashion trends, trendy clothes, then your clothes will be sold. And because of innovation, the organizations nowadays are well known by the others. So business is an organ of dynamism and change. In these days of competition, a business can be successful only when it creates new designs, better machines, improved techniques, new varieties, etc. Modern science and technology have created a great scope for innovation in the business world. Innovation is not confined to the invention of new machine. It comprises all efforts made in perfecting the product, minimizing the cost and maximizing benefits to the customer. That is only the reason nowadays in all the organizations there is one separate department known as research and development, or R&D. That the work of that department in every organization is to look for the new things. So this is also one of the most important economic objective of the business. Then second category of objectives is social objective of business. I hope students you are getting the things. In social objective, we must understand that business cannot work in isolation. Business is working in society. So for the society, it is the part of society. It cannot survive without the growth and support of the society. So every business and businessman therefore discharge social responsibilities in addition to earning profit. Every time we cannot think about the profit, sometimes we also have to perform certain duties, responsibilities related to the society. So there are certain social objectives like supplying desired goods at reasonable prices. What do you know what society demands nowadays? Society demands the better products, better goods at reasonable price. If the goods of business is expected to supply every social being, they are thinking that business is expected to supply the goods and services required by the society, and this should be of good quality and along with the reasonable prices. So this is the main motive in social objectives, that the business should provide desired goods at reasonable prices. Then the second social objective of business is fair remuneration to the employees. Nowadays, the organization which is paying well to the employees is known very, very well known. Why? Because they are paying well to the employees, and employees are the lifeblood. Employees are the force which are actually taking the organization on the DG heights. So this is also the social objectives. If the fair remuneration will be given, then social standards of the employees will also be increasing. So this is also one of the social objective. Then employment generation for the society. What the society want, that there should be a nice organization, new organizations in the country, so that our new young blood, young people may be employed in that organization, so that their lives should be beautiful. So business should provide opportunities for gainful employment to member of the society. In a country like India, unemployment has become a serious problem and the government is unable to offer jobs to all. That's why this is also one of the social objective. Then fair return to investor. What investors are the part of the society? What investors are thinking? They are thinking that the organization should provide fair return on their investment. Whatever amount they have provided to the organization as loan, they should get the fair return. Or if the society has taken some shares of the organization, then dividend should be paid timely and it should be fair according to profit. Then social welfare. Society also demands for the welfare. Like nowadays, everybody is thinking that there should be some organizations who can take care of this disease, who can give help to the poor in this crisis time of corona. So social welfare is also the social objective of the business. Then payment of government dues. The thinks government also thinks that the organization should pay the taxes timely and they should not hide their earnings, so that the revenue of the government can be increased. The third part of the objective is human objective. In human objective, labor welfare is there, development of human resources. Every organization should think about the developing the human resources every time. Participative management, the employees should also be given opportunity to take part in the management. Then labor management cooperation, if there is any problem, then there should be a labor management cooperation so that the laborers or human beings can not suffer due to some problems. The last part of the chapter, the objectives, is national objective. In national objectives, there are certain things like optimum utilization of resources. We have not to waste our resources available. So optimum utilization of resources, national self-reliance, development of small scale industries, development of backward areas, control over pollution. These are some of the objectives related to the national objective. So these are some objectives I have given the brief, and these are very much important. So the next part of the chapter we will cover in next class. Thank you very much.